time, and as a result, it does take quite a long time to make change, even with the best will in the world.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Top5Central. From extremely terrible jokes to getting fired-worthy editing mistakes, there's a lot of things that go wrong on live TV. Sometimes, though, it's pretty funny. Okay, most of the time, it is definitely funny. So today we're looking at the 10 most embarrassing news bloopers caught on live TV. Anyways, like the video right now and comment whether you prefer watching TV or YouTube. Whoever has the most comments wins, and I'm sure you guys know which side I'm on, but anyways, let's get right into it. Number 10. Have you ever had that one person at your school or your job or whatever who think they're like really funny even when they're kinda not? Well, this guy is that person. I mean, I've got absolutely no context for why he's dancing around and lip singing to this track, but what I do know is that he thinks it's hilarious, even though it's totally cringe. Like, his poor co-host is obviously waiting for it to be over with a totally straight face, but he just keeps going, and the more he does it, the worse it gets.
Come on, dance a little bit.
I can't dance on camera.
Number 9. Messing around at work is nothing new, even when you work in TV, but this guy's joke managed to go way past funny and straight into totally awkward. Like, the segment was about a rescue dog, but the weatherman turned it completely weird by making a joke about how the host and the pup should get a room. It's a pretty weird thing to say on live TV, and he knew the joke didn't land, so he tried to make it better by pushing it even further. How? Well, he asked the host if the dog was the most action she had gotten in months, and spoiler alert, no one laughed.
Oh my gosh, adopt her. Okay, Charlie, I'm gonna sit here and just hang out with my new best friend, Bettina.
Really?
Get to weather. Oh yeah.
I think you two should get a hotel room or something. That's a lot of action going on over there.
Oh, Charlie.
Probably the most action you've had in months, huh? Let's take a look at the weather forecast. Well, I crack myself up if I don't crack anyone else. 69 degrees on...
Number 8. Now, when you put a viral video segment in your news show, you're kinda asking for trouble, because it's obviously gonna be something super weird. Anyway, this time it was a video of a brand new fitness craze, which looks like a huge pool floaty thing that goes around like your waist. It's supposed to help you get better at horse riding, but the video with the demo looks totally inappropriate, and no one in the studio could handle it. In fact, one woman laughed all the way through the segment, and even made herself cry she was losing it so badly.
Well, it is 6:52, and we do it every day about this time. The viral video of the morning. It's Korea's latest workout invention that gives you shake weight a run for its money. Take a look at what we found. According to the YouTube what is going on? What is going on? According to the YouTube description, this is for people who like to ride horses in front of their TV. Am I reading? What is going on? And like to keep giddy up in their own home. Okay, we're gonna move on from that.
That's worse than the shake weight. You thought it couldn't get worse. With the shake weight. Look at that man thrusting his pelvis.
What is this?
That's scaring me this morning. They're thrusting their
All right.
pelvis at me.
Hopefully you're up
Hold
with us on this. This one.
Number 7. News bloopers happen in the studio all the time. But when things go wrong in location, well, it's on a whole other level. I mean, this woman was just trying to report on a race that was happening, but she ended up with a way more exciting story. Basically, the racers biked through the finish line as she was talking, but then a truck came through and took away the whole finish line altogether. Even better, the finish line got caught on the truck as it drove away, and it didn't even slow down, it just kept going.
Once stage 1 wraps up today, the athletes will rest to prepare for Oh my God! Oh my God!
Number 6. It wouldn't be a bloopers list without someone messing up their lines and saying something super inappropriate, and this next clip is one of the funniest I've ever seen. I mean, this woman is talking about hosting a sausage eating competition, which is already pretty weird, but she just can't say the website right. Like, no matter what she does, she keeps giving out a URL that definitely isn't about sausages, but it's kinda similar if you get my drift. Her poor co-host is trying to keep it together and swear they're not drunk, but the more she screws up, the funnier it gets.
It's a sausage competition that I judge.
Oh, in like sausage eating?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. King of the Kubasa and local sausage makers, they all make their best and they enter. And you can get tickets online at no.
Well, you're thinking about sausage, so.
Pick-a-tick. Oh my goodness. That was ridiculous, wasn't it?
We were not drinking wine today.
No.
Number 5. This is another slip that is totally understandable, and I've gotta say, the dude actually handles it pretty well. Like, he's talking about how most restaurants are completely booked up on Valentine's Day, which is a pretty normal story. But then one mistake changes everything. Basically, he goes to say cities, but accidentally changes one letter to a T, and ends up changing the meaning of the whole story as well. Yikes.
As we said, it is Valentine's Day, one of the busiest days for restaurants as well. And if you're making last-minute dinner plans, you may have a hard time getting in some of the titties in some of the city's top spots. We checked around at some local restaurants. Many of them, such as Cleveland restaurants Blue Point, Pier W, Dante, and Fahrenheit, are all booked tonight.
Number 4. There are some things you just shouldn't do on live TV, and crazy food challenges are one of them. I mean, eating the world's hottest chip sounds like a YouTube challenge waiting to happen, not something you should do on the news. Anyway, the girl co-host handles it completely fine, and actually enjoys it, but the same isn't true for the guy she's hosting with. I'm not joking, he's like crying and trying not to breathe too much, and it looks like he might throw up, all because he doesn't want to drink some milk and let her win. It shouldn't be funny, but it really, really is.
Oh, God.
Oh, I like. You all right there, buddy? He didn't drink the milk, but I clearly won.
Why?
You let us know what you think.
No. Oh my God, I think I'm having a heart attack. All right, I can't. I'm gonna. Oh my God, I think I'm doing damage to my digestive system.
It's fine.
Oh.
Number 3. So this clip isn't actually in English, but trust me, you don't need to know exactly what they're saying to figure out what's going on. It's pretty simple. This dude is just trying to draw a diagram of a hockey play, but the more he does, well, the less it looks like a hockey play. People are pretty divided on whether the whole thing is like a bet or a complete accident, but either way, he draws something pretty inappropriate, while all of his friends in the studio try and hold it together.
Hogy az emberünket ugye két játékos követi. Ugye látszik ez abból, hogy folyamatosan mennek fölfelé, egy ellenfele van és próbálja ugye visszapasszolni. Ugye látszik az egyértelműen, hogy ők hárman egy nagyon jó háromszöget zárnak így be, ugye? Hopp, nem ezt akartam, hanem ezt. Tehát látszik ugye az, hogy itt ők így együtt, ugye törnek rá a kapura. Ami nagyon fontos szituáció ott volt. a markában, és ehelyett mit csinál, hogy látszik azt, hogy ezt a játékos folyamatosan próbálja, miközben ugye látszik a másik emberünk, hogy az ellenfele, egyszerűen ő oda ment, és...
Number 2. Now, when you host a segment called The Ridiculous, you've got to be ready to deal with some pretty dumb stories, but apparently this one was just too much. I mean, all he had to do was say the word pussy willow, which is a kind of plant, by the way, but he couldn't do it without totally cracking up. To be fair, he was actually laughing about how stupid the tradition was, but he just couldn't get himself back on track, and pretty soon, everyone else in the studio was laughing too.
Rituals include boys sprinkling girls that they fancy with water, and the girls striking back with a tap from a pussy willow branch.
Just gotta let it out. Just gotta let it out.
Okay, here's a couple of honorable mentions.
Driving, I saw a number of spinouts on 400, but drivers seem to be taking it carefully. And the good news is, of course, that a lot of people are just staying home this morning.
Could you show me what a proper twerk is right now? I think we should show you. Spin round, let's have a little look.
Si just go like tango. Sí, oye, que se te baja otra vez, hija. Esa te llevas un desbote.
No, por favor.
And look, they're big. This one is about 12 pounds, but they can grow to be
Number 1. Okay, I'm pretty sure everyone on the internet knows what a furry is by now, but well, this woman didn't. Like, she was reporting on a pretty crazy story where a furry convention had to be evacuated, but she didn't actually know what that was. That's fair enough, but as soon as she saw the footage of them all in costume standing outside, she completely lost it and couldn't calm down no matter what. In fact, she found the whole thing so hilarious that she literally walked off set, and her co-host seemed to find that pretty funny too.
The Chicago Tribune, 19 people were hospitalized at a furry convention in Illinois after what's being called an intentional leak of chlorine
What's
gas.
a furry convention?
Did I get that wrong?
A leak there? Oh, gosh.
Okay. Officials were called when a strong odor
It
of
is.
chlorine spread.
I think they had to evacuate the building and everything. Sent the hotel guests along with convention attendees into the cold night. Many still dressed.
Thank you. And giving her our jackets and blankets.
Yes.
We just told Mika what the convention was about. She's...
Costumes kept everybody warm was the good news. The hotel was
Where are you going?
contaminated.
Hey!
Guests came back
Come
inside
back.
at 4 a.m. Police still
Come back.
the matter as a criminal
Could
investigation.
you check on Mika, see if she's okay? She's over there.
And there's a video on the top 10 funniest news bloopers caught on live TV. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe to see whenever I upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or top 10 idea, feel free to search my handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.